I accidentally hit the stop button. I was looking at my camera, and the UPS, it was coming up to the house. We got a camera because all these break-ins and shit. You gotta be careful when you opening your door. You never know. You hear all these stories, like the older woman. It was like a year ago when we moved. A little more than that maybe, but it was like a year ago, and she was home. Somebody knocked on the door, and she opened it, thinking, "Oh, it's a salesman, or it's my neighbor, it's a friend, who knows?" So she opens the door and fucking hit her with an object, is what they said. Probably hit a bat, killed her. He hit her probably repeatedly, I think they said, but she died from trauma or whatever. And like, this isn't not even a gun. He didn't open the door and say, "Hey, bitch, freeze." He opened the door and hit her with something fucking heavy, hard, and fast multiple times. She's an old woman anyway, so you know they probably saw who lives there, because she lived alone in a little house. And okay, she's got, this and that. We can go in there. There's definitely money. There's definitely things we can steal. It's a little old lady. She's by herself. Will come in during the day. Everybody's at work, and they did that. They killed her, robbed her, and apparently it wasn't even that much. I wish I could find an article and stuff. I was talking about this recently, and but that shit happens, and it's fucking sad. And that's why I hit the button, because I got up to go check the camera. Oh fuck! I was saying I have cognitive issues, and that's maybe because of antidepressants. Because I never had these issues before. I can't remember things. My mood is fucked up. Like I've always been good in high stress situations. I still at least keep my temperament pretty mellow usually. It's getting harder now, like driving usually. Yeah, I get pissed off if somebody cuts me off, but I wouldn't want to kill them. Like, no shit, I want to get them out of the car and fucking slit their throat, shoot them in the fucking head, run them over. Horrible bad shit you shouldn't want. Like, I don't want, it's not like I'm like, oh yeah, I want to hurt this person. I don't. I'm not that kind of person. I think everybody deserves second chances, multiple fucking chances, because shit, we need them. People make mistakes, and I've never just attacked anyone, but that's also because it hasn't gotten to the point where it's an option yet, just because like either they drive off or I drive off, or either I cool down or they're in a car. But I've had issues in the public. Like, I argued with this lady the other day because she honked at me and flipped me off because the light was green. Yeah, it just turned green and there was a car coming. And that car didn't look like it was going to stop. So I was watching them, and they stopped, and she's beeping and flipping me off in the fucking mirror because I threw my hands up like, and I wasn't even that mad. I was just like, lady, I'm not going to get in a fucking accident because you can't wait 2 seconds. And it was a couple seconds, and she flipped out about it. And you can see her, she's like shaking her head and like yelling at me as I'm driving. I'm looking in my rearview mirror, and we pull into the ABC store. She also likes to waste her money and time and life on liquor, and I have another issue with that. I'm an alcoholic functioning. Like, I haven't drinking all today, but I'm gonna drink tonight. That's always what I do. I drink at night to help me sleep and help with pain, and I don't want to drink during the day because it makes me feel, shitty. I don't know how people can do that, wake up and drink, because I just feel fucking awful. At night, just relax and watch a movie or two. Like, I'll watch 2 fucking movies. I mean, that's only there's 2 hours. So, 4 hours. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm yawning. Yeah, so I got a long list of shit and issues and problems, and cognitive stuff really prevents me. I can't remember how to do tasks. So if I learn something new, we were doing this, there was a program on the computer for scheduling appointments, basically. And it's really complex, but after you do it for a year, not even that long, I'm just saying, you do it for a period of time, you're gonna get it. You're gonna figure it out. You're gonna know how to do it. It's simple shit. It's minimum wage work. It's not that complicated. Even people with disabilities can do it, but my disabilities, for some reason, are affecting learning steps, and I forget, and I have to go back and look, and you have to do it within a time frame. If you give me an hour or two,
for each case, yeah, I can do it. But I got to go back to my cheat sheet. I got to research. I have to remember what that thing's called, or what that is, or what this is. And I used to be great at that kind of stuff. My directions, like anything like that, I was fine with. You tell me you turn left here, you go down the road, blah blah. I could remember all that stuff. Now I can't fucking remember more than like a step, 2 steps. I mean, being realistic, if you tell me, okay, well, you click start, go to this window, then you select uh, like home. You select home, and then you go down to plumbing, and then that's where I don't remember, because then it becomes more specific. Like if somebody is leaking, then you would go to this part and fill this form out, and and it can only be this much and that much. Yeah, after a while, you learn that and you remember how to do it. Because I did it before. I was working in a call center, and this was because my back and neck hurt. I was trying to find these office jobs that were entry level that I could try and do while I was going to school. So I was doing that, and it was fine. It was easy. The only problem was I was lying to people. That was your job. It was retention. So you have to keep customers, and they want a lower bill. Well, no shit, because you're paying $100 a month for basic cable or something like that, and internet. And it was Time Warner Cable. What are they now? Spectrum. So they have these retention people that they tell you the lowest amount somebody can pay. So it's in tiers. So you call in, and this shit's all over the internet. Like, I'm not worried about putting out information, because the shit's there. I mean, this is years and years ago, so it could have changed. Let's be fair. It's probably not, but it's because they're not a contract company. So you could just, you sign up. Hey, you can get it for $50 a month, and then it goes up a year later, because that's when a promotion runs out. They like to everything's a promotion. So people call in and, oh, I'm paying $80 now, and just don't understand why, and it's too expensive. So the people who've had the internet service or the cable for years and years, they pick up on this, and then they fucking go on the internet and research it, and they find out, oh, I can get it for 30. Now, sometimes it does go up just in general, so that 30 does go away, but that's because you're already at the lowest. And I would tell people that, I'd get in trouble, get written up and threatened that I would be fired, because I'm telling them inside information, because I'm telling them the cheapest price when I could have got them to pay more. So I would have made the company more money. I can't stand that shit. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Why would you offer a service but lie about how much it costs? Everything should just be, if you want this, here's what we charge for that. That's it. If you raise prices and the market goes up, like, competitors are raising prices because of the service is costing more, whatever. That kind of shit, I get it. But I feel like a crook, like I was fucking robbing people. Like, I don't want to tell some lady who I know is being sincere, and she's like, I'm old, I'm on disability, I'm fucking trying to avoid that now, but I'm getting there to the point where I'm trying to get disability because of I can't hold a fucking job. And I have a lot of empathy for people, because I know I came from a hard upbringing and hard environment, and like, nobody handed me any. Well, my dad helped me, but I was like 18 when he finally stopped paying my insurance, because that's why he paid my car insurance, but I paid him for the vehicle. So it was like a little $500 Jeep, and I paid for it, and I tried to help him with the insurance, but once I joined the military, then I just switched it over to mine. Oh, what am I fucking talking about? Okay. I'm cooking too, so I'm like thinking about making vegetable soup, and it's got ground turkey in it, because I try to eat better, even though I don't look like it. Fucking fetish. I've never been this big, and I hate it. And I am doing things. I'm trying. I already have enough weight and hardship that
it's hard to not drink, it's hard to not eat because, and I get why there's people that are like really fat, and I discovered that over the years. Like, okay, I get it. They're extremely heavy. They're obese. They're fucking huge. And I'm 280 right now. It's fucking. I'm only 5'10". Like I'm a beast. It's bad. I drink these constantly. There's water. But when I drink, I like to have a Monster or soda. So I've been drinking light or sugar-free stuff with it, and you get used to it. But I mean, only probably 2-3 years ago. What year is it? 2019. So it was like, I think I stopped in 2017. I got hurt even more. I ruptured a disc in my back, and I was working at the time. I walked all day, and it was a physical job, and it was basically like a fight. Oh my God. It was a physical altercation, and I was trying to handcuff this guy. It was to restrain him. He's a big dude, and like, I was prepared to get my ass kicked because he didn't want to do what I told him to do, and I told him, I just need you to do this. And I can relate to people easily. Like, I don't treat them with disrespect, and I have empathy. I understand, like, you're in a shitty situation. It was in a prison. I was a correctional officer, and I know people, my own cousin hates me because I did that. And I'm like, dude, I needed a job and it had benefits, and I didn't put you there. You put yourself there. I get it. The system is fucked up. That's why I don't judge people. I never looked at him like, oh yeah, he's a gangbanger. Oh, he's a drug dealer. I didn't care. Pedophile, rapist. Like, yeah, you're a piece of shit. I don't want to know it because I'm going to treat you differently. Subconsciously, I don't intend to, but if I see a guy who was busted for something, I knew him because they would been there for years, and I worked there for years. So you would, at some point, it comes out like, they get pissed off. I'm not a fucking child molester. I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a rapist. Don't fucking treat me like one of these pieces of shit, man. I just dealt drugs to pay for whatever. And God damn it, why is this going off again? My wife orders shit online. He just drove by in his car, all that squeaking. That's gotta be his, I mean, it could be anything, but Jesus Christ, that was metal on metal just squeaking. The car, it sounded like it was overheating, like it was about to blow up too. It was like the fan was running, you could hear it. So she orders stupid shit like makeup and shit. She doesn't, well, she needs makeup. Oh, this is her fan. See, and then she buys this shit from China. And I have nothing against China, but she doesn't research her products, and then she gets like shit that's cheap and made in China. And some of their stuff, I mean, this shit'll last, but I'm sorry, this is why you keep having to buy shit, because you keep buying the cheap stuff. I learned that also a couple years ago. I'm young, but it's funny how you learn shit over the years, and you pick up on little tricks and ways that are easier and better to do things and stuff like that. But buying better quality saves you money in the long run, which is, you're not spending it every month or every year to replace something that you bought once and has lasted you 5-10 years. Like, I wear Carhartt because their shirts don't shrink when you wash them. Like, I'm fat, yes. So when I buy a shirt, okay, it fits. It's not tight. Nobody wants to see my rolls. I try to hide my shit. And I also, because I'm comfortable, I don't want to bend over my ass crack's hanging out, or you see my back, or my stomach because I'm reaching up. Like, it's my size. It fits properly. But, you go to Walmart and you buy 5 shirts. Yeah, it's cheap, but that shit shrinks as soon as you fucking wash it. They tear, they rip easy. Their jeans are okay, but that's just because it's like Wrangler and stuff like that. I could be wrong. And you can correct me all fucking day. I don't care. I'm not an expert of anything. I'm a jack of all trades. I don't have the best vocabulary. I'm not the best speller. I'm not the best speaker. I'm not the best reader. But I fucking do it, and I'm better than somebody. There's always somebody better. I don't know. People fucking worry way too much about, well, you know, I know this and he doesn't. Fuck off. Nobody cares. Good for you. You got a fucking internet point. Woohoo. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, are they there at night when you go to sleep? Are they there in the morning when you wake up? It don't fucking matter. They pay your bills, they take care of you, feed you, bathe you. No. That's why I'm still with my wife. She's the only person that has stuck around through all my crazy shit. And I have a horrible home situation right now, and it doesn't look like it because it's a nice big house now. Because we bought a house where we used to live, and I spent all my savings selling that house. We lost money. I had spent $10,000 of savings just to sell the house on closing costs and reducing the price of the value that it was on. So the loan, it didn't depreciate. It stayed the same value, but we, even with the, what's it called? And I know that I forget words. I forget things constantly. It pisses me off because I know the word. Not escrow. Is it escrow? It's what you gain from paying on a loan. It's the value. You actually recoup some money. So even with that, giving back towards to the loan, I think it's escrow. We lost all that. So we just came out of pocket just to sell it. We sold it. We bought it. It was like $130,000. It was years ago. It was $130,000. It was a real small little house. And we were like, oh, it's a good first house. And we definitely figured out what we don't like and what we do want, and what's, you know, what you need and what you don't need. Like, I don't need 2 full baths. I just need one big, nice bathroom. So she can put all her makeup. She can take a bath, because we always had small tubs. Our apartments and our house, I had these tiny tubs. And she's not big. She's a small girl. And she can't even take a bath. I'm not small, obviously. But even when I was in shape, I couldn't sit in the bath and relax, because I'd have my knees up, my legs up on the wall, and my head barely, like, the water would be like right here. You're not comfortable, like, in a fetal position, trying to soak and relax. Oh my God. I fucking ramble so much. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this and make it more concise and to the point. I might have to sit and like edit and write this shit out before I sit here and just ramble, just spout off random bullshit about myself. So disabled, I can't work, and I hate it. I've fucking been fighting since I got out in 2010. I got out of the Marine Corps, and I got out because my back and my knees were going bad. Like, it hurt, and it was all speculation and, oh, well, you know, you'll be better, or it's just because, you know, you're working so hard now and you're doing so much that your body can't, you know, you're just sore all the time. You're just sore. You're okay. There's nothing broken. There's nothing wrong. You just have runner's knee, or you just have you're just sore. The bullshit they kept telling me, and I can go back in my records and find out and look and see what the actual diagnosis was. And at like 2010, it was just a degenerative disc. That was the problem. That's what they said. You have degenerative. Everybody has it, but yours I was like 24, 25. No, I was like 22, 23. Everybody has it, and you have arthritis. And then one doctor would say, oh, it's mild, or it's moderate, or then I have one go, damn, you know, who was honest, who wasn't like trying to play it down so they wouldn't have to write a paper on it, or like a letter. I'd ask for letters describing what the hell's wrong with me and why can't I work? Why am I having all these issues? Why am I in fucking pain all day? Why can't I wipe my ass without it feels like I'm being stung or punched, and pain comes in different ways. Like, there's ones that it's a sharp, burning, stinging pain. There's just fucking aching and stiffness. It hurts and it's shooting pain signals out. Like, that's when it's really bad. I'll drop shit. I'll be stuck laying down because I guess my muscles aren't, everything like cramps up, and I'll just have to slowly work myself up. Like, I was laying down one time, and the one I can remember the best, but it happens every now and then, but I avoid doing this. I was laying down on the hard ground. We were outside. We were tanning. We were in like, it was like a lake, but it was outside. It was nice. It was in the summer, so we were swimming, and I was just laying down, and I was trying to read a book, and I got done. I went to get up. I was like, I can't fucking move. I can't sit up. And I'm stuck laying down. I'm like, God damn. So I started like rocking and kind of get shit moving. I was about to call 911. Like, I couldn't fucking move. I was scared. And I'm like, I can't fucking move. And they were inside. I was just hanging out down at the little, what's it called? A lake. And the house was on the lake because they rented it for the weekend. We paid I think we paid $200, and then they paid the rest. And it's like $500 for the week. And yeah, so I was stuck, and luckily I got up. I finally got up to my knees, and I couldn't stand up. It was like I could not move. It just hurt, and everything would not. It was like seized up. But I finally got up, and I was like hunched over, and I slowly got like straightened myself out. I was like, holy shit, like I would call 911 for nothing and spent thousands of dollars, because if you ever been in an ambulance, or God forbid if you get a bad car wreck and have to be, what do they call it, flight health, or there's a weird term they use, but it's like the company that does it, but medevac, or being flown by helicopter to a hospital because you're bleeding out and you're fucked up and you need like a doctors now to do surgery on you. I never have, but that's why I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I've been in an ambulance, and I've gone to the hospital, just a walk-in even, and you're talking thousands of dollars just for a day to get an x-ray and get them to say, no, you're okay. Like, motherfucker, I'm not okay. I'm seeing spots I can't fucking see. Tunnel vision, shit's getting blurry. And I still don't know what that was. It was weird. I went to the hospital because I was getting tunnel vision. Everything was blurred, and I couldn't focus. Like, if you look at a sign when you're driving, you can read it. Okay, there's 140. But my eyes, everything was blurry. I couldn't focus. And I was scared. Like, I didn't want to stop because I knew how much an ambulance would cost to take me there, for them just to be like, oh, no, you're fine. You just need to rest. But yeah, why does this shit keep happening to me, and nobody can tell me why? So that's my whole point. Now I'm finally getting to the fucking point of doing, I'm not sure if I want to do YouTube or podcast. I think this is more personable. Is that the right word? Because it's more personal, but it's so you can see. I'm not big on, I don't need to look at you to tell, like, the whole, if you're telling the truth, or you gotta look me in the eyes. Maybe it's because I was abused as a kid and shit, and the way I was brought up, that was never a problem. It was never, you have to look me in the eyes, because I fucking avoid looking people in the eyes, because I get anxious. I feel like it's gonna be a fight. It's always negative. Like, if I look at somebody, I'll be like, hi, and they don't say anything. I was like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, I'm afraid I'm gonna get hit. And it's working in prisons. It was in the Marine Corps. People, once you get mad, there's usually a reaction of fight. Like, everything's a fight. I'm not that way. Like, I have empathy. I don't want to fight you. Especially now, because I'm broke. And then when I say broke, it's my back, my neck, my knees. Everything fucking hurts. It's hard. Like, I'm strong, but I don't have endurance. I can't. If I lift something a certain way, I'll drop it. It just the pain is too much. My body will not allow me to do it. And like, moving shit, and people look at me and they think, oh, you're big. I mean, you look like you can handle yourself and you can carry shit. Yeah, I can, but it fucking hurts. And I can get to the point where I either hurt myself even more, and then I have to lay down because I can barely fucking move. And just sit down and relax. But when that's happening, I've got pain shooting all through my back, my legs, my arms, depending on what it is. And it's just throbbing, aching, and you can't. Nothing feels better. You can stand up, you can stretch, you can lay down. I'll recline or lay down. Is the best thing I can do. I'll put ice on it. I have my little ice pack. Heat doesn't do anything for me. It feels like it hurts more because it makes me hot, it makes me uncomfortable. And this could all be medication, could be anything. Why is this shit? Oh, heat up. Get it to boiling. It's not boiling. I'm trying to do it low. So I'm just trying to I don't want people to think I'm some lazy, fat, white privileged. I did not have privileged anything in my life. That's bullshit. I'm thankful that I have VA disability because without that, I would have killed myself. I would not be here. I would have no income. I'd have nothing to take care of myself with. And really, it's below poverty line income. Like, you're making, if you get the full, it's like $3,000 for a single, no kids. It's like $3,000, I think, for 100%. I don't have 100%, but I'm trying to because of where I'm at. 100% is still only like 30 grand. It's tax free, which is good, and you don't have to pay taxes on it. But it's like if you work at McDonald's, and that's not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it's fucked up that you still can't. You should be able to have an apartment, have a fucking shitty car, whatever. You don't have a payment on it, but you can pay for your insurance and healthcare and all that off of that. You're not buying extravagant things. You're not living outside the norm. I guess this is I don't know what I'm really talking about. I'm just saying that we, our society, like a lot of these jobs, like even retail, you can't just live off that. And it's proven. That's why people are in debt. That's why people are doing drugs, selling drugs, and doing illegal shit. Fucking robbing from people and stealing shit that isn't like, what's it called? Just like theft in stores. What do they call it? Shoplifters. Like stuff like that. And it's like, well, what do you expect? They live paycheck to paycheck. Most of them have a fucking kid and they're a single parent. And it's not their fault. Well, part of it's their fault. Shit happens, but shitty spouse, I don't blame somebody for being a single parent for that. Maybe they're a shitty spouse, But some people I don't have kids because I've had so many issues. And I've avoided we use birth control, condoms. And I don't just nut in girls and then think, oh, I'm not going to have a kid. I'm not going to have thousands of dollars of expenditures because I wanted to bust in this girl and not fucking pull out or like, yeah, it's nice, but it ain't fucking worth the mouth to feed for 18 years or 20 years. And that's a lot. You got to think of the strain on your heart and mind, and that's a big fucking deal. A kid, I'd love to have a kid, but I can't take care of a kid. I can't take care of myself. I want a son because I want to raise him and play with him and give him the things I didn't have. Because we were poor. Well, we had food. Like, there was always something to eat, but it'd be like crackers and peanut butter. Or, we never had soda and all treats, like fucking Gushers and snack cakes and stuff. No. Our friends did. Or if we got $1 for just doing little shit like mowing the grass and stuff like that. If you worked, you'd get something. And my dad, he was a laborer. He was an electrician, construction. He didn't have money, but he had a big fucking house, big enough for kids. A lot of space and room. He had, I don't know how many acres it is, but I think it's like 8. It might be less. It might be like 6 acres. It's a lot of land. And a barn and fucking Harley and his work truck, which they paid for once he finally got to that position. But he had his work truck he was driving, and then he was a good worker, so they rewarded him because he moved out to where we lived growing up, and he was like an hour from work. But he's driven an hour to and from work his whole life, pretty much, his whole like adult life with kids. He's had it hard, and I bite my nails and skin. If you haven't noticed, I can't do anything. It's the fucking nervous tick. It's what I do when I'm anxious, and who knows why. I'm not a fucking expert, and I can assume a lot of shit. I can make stuff up and be like, oh, it's because I hate my fucking life and I want to kill myself. That's true. I do. I hate my fucking life. I don't want to be like this. I want to be better. That's why I'm making videos and writing shit online all the time, because I'm trying to find out what else what can I do? Why is this fucking happening to me? And why is it so, it's ignored. The VA ignores it. I have an appointment once a week with somebody. Mental health, my phone's dying. Neurology, rheumatology for like blood work, pain management, which is fucking useless. He literally told me, this is why I'm at this point. Last week, he called me. He left me a message before saying the same shit, it was nice of him to actually tell me on the phone. I mean, he would have told me to my face. Like, he didn't want to just leave a message. He was like, look, I want to tell you, like, we've done everything we can do. I've tried going to a chiropractor. I've tried acupuncture. I've tried diet and exercise. I'm doing that right now. It doesn't make the pain go away. Yes, I'm fat. Yes, I'm out of shape. Yes, I don't move enough. And I was like that since I got hurt like 2 years ago. When I ruptured that disc, that's when it got much worse. And now it's like that all the time. It's not as bad. The pain was like, when I have a really bad day, that's what the pain was like, but it was constant. And then they had me on light duty. I was basically at home, and I would go to a doctor's appointment and be like, hey, they say I need to rest. And I have to beg the fucking doctor because they can't see it. They do their assessment. They're like, okay, bend over here, bend over there. And I'm like, I'm holding back tears. I'm telling them, like, look, I want to fucking cry. It hurts, okay? You need to fucking stop. I'm tired of telling you people what's wrong with me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of explaining it. I don't like to have to explain it here because there's so much going on, and I don't feel like it's being heard. I don't feel like it's being taken seriously, especially with my weight. I wish I was skinny and in shape again. I wish I had a six-pack. I wish I fucking looked like I worked out every day. Oh, fuck. Like, just sitting down, I hate it. I'm so tired of just being miserable. Everything fucking sucks. Like sex hurts. You gotta think about it. Sex is a workout. You're putting something into that. You're not just sitting there. Well, you could sometimes, but rarely. You just sit there and somebody ride your dick. I know that's graphic. You don't picture me getting ridden, but like that hurts. Just sitting here watching TV, my neck hurts. All that, the back of my head, there's just pain all here. It goes down my shoulders and my temples. My head hurts, and I think it's my neck. But they keep saying, well, you just have migraine headaches. Everybody does. Yours are just a little bit worse. I'm like, yeah, I know. I've had headaches before, but I'm sorry. I have ringing in my ears, which makes it harder to think and concentrate and process things. It's tendonitis. Every fucking veteran, pretty much every veteran has it. Some don't. Great. I wore hearing protection, but I fucking worked in a warehouse with a forklift and artillery and shooting guns, and the one time we got to shoot AT-4, the rocket launchers, we threw grenades once. We did the what's that thing, Mark 19, the M203s, like the grenade stuff. Hey, it's boom, 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 boom. It's not that bad, but we had earplugs in, and I have hearing. I can hear. It's hard though. Like, I have to, like, somebody says something, and if I'm talking to you, and then somebody else is saying something, or I'm not paying attention, I have to look at you and pay attention to you to really hear what you're saying, because it's just, I don't hear you. I'm not focused on you. And that's a big problem, like, with me and my wife, is she'll say shit, and she'll say shit behind my back. Not like, she's not talking shit, well, she probably does, but she'll say stuff when she's in the kitchen, and If I'm watching TV or I'm on my phone, you got to get my attention. You can be like, Anthony, that's what it sounds like. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to your phone? Are you talking to the dog? And it's always an argument. You don't fucking listen to me. And why are you ignoring me? I'm not. Just come walk in front of me. Hey, do you know where this is? Hey, can you help me do this? It's not that fucking hard. And it's just because I do it. That's how I talk to people. And a lot of people don't. Like, you'll be in a store or something. So, sir, do you need help? I'm not ignoring you. I don't fucking hear you. It's just, especially if there's other people. If it's empty, yeah, because I'll hear that one thing. But if you're in a restaurant and people are talking, like, and I'm not focused on you, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Like, she'll have a conversation. We'll be at dinner with another couple, and they'll be talking, seeing if the dog's ready to come in, and they'll be talking, and say we're just eating, or me and the other person aren't talking. We're just, I try not to look at my phone, but say I was on my phone. I'm just sitting there eating. She thinks I hear their whole conversation because I very well should be able to, and I should be able to know what's all going around, what's being said, but I don't. Now, if I'm listening to it, yes. If I'm consciously listening to it and not doing anything else, but if I'm having a conversation, and I think that's normal. I don't think it's like, oh, woe is me. I can't have conversations and hear stuff. And it's more difficult. That's it. That's tinnitus and tinnitus, I think is how you're supposed to say it. That's what the doctor at my last visit was saying. And there's nothing you can do. It's just you have ringing in your ears. But it used to just come and go. You get that high pitch. Now it's fucking constant. And it kind of makes you feel crazy. Like, you can hear it. It's just fucking there all the time. It's very annoying. That's it. It's just annoying. But you gotta think, in 10 years, it's probably going to be a lot worse. They said I'm going to have hearing loss. I'm going to have a hearing aid. Well, I get 100% disability when I can't fucking hear anything and I have a hearing aid too? On top of already having struggle with it now. Like, I didn't want my childhood to suck, my adulthood to suck. I wanted a boat, I want four-wheelers. I'm like an outdoorsy kind of person. I like fishing. I when I was little, I hunted, but I haven't hunted as an adult ever. Well, yeah, ever. Because I was in the military and on base, and you had to have like special permits and shit. And I didn't have the money. I mean, now I couldn't even do it now. I can't afford ammo. I don't have any fucking money to the one gun I got. Well, and my pistol. I got a 308 hunting rifle. I needed to get a new scope for, because the scope that's on it's a piece of shit. And I knew it buying it. It was real cheap. The rifle's nice. It's a Mossberg. And the scope is garbage. It floats. And then it wasn't even tight, so I don't even know if it floats or not. I have to shoot it again, but it's too expensive. You got to pay to go to a range. Then you've got to pay for the ammo. Just don't have the money because I'm on disability. The VA money is all I have. And I'm grateful for that, because if I didn't have that, I'd be home. She would have kicked me out long ago. She wouldn't be living here, because I put half my disability to bills, which doesn't cover my bills. It's just, I could probably live in like Section 8 with what I get. $1,500 is not a lot. And I don't like saying it because that's my information, and it's not a lot. That's what? Minimum wage, because I've worked minimum. I was a tow truck driver. I made minimum wage, even though I was working 24 hours a fucking day. The asshole didn't give us hourly wages because he would not be able to afford it. And maybe it's not his fault. Maybe it was AAA's fault. But the business model doesn't make sense. And I'm not a businessman, but that doesn't make sense to me. You get paid. They tell you how much they pay the owner. So I'm the owner. And if I do a tow and a lockout, I get $20 for the tow and $5 for the lockout. That's supposed to calculate in the mileage and the cost of equipment and fuel and expenditures and stuff like that. That doesn't fucking even factor in the paying of the person you have to do. So he's in the office. He was actually I guess once he really started suffering, he was working with us doing long long haul stuff to cover the bills. And oh god damn it, I'm not. That's fucking constantly. That's my life. That's why I'm doing these stupid videos to find out if there are people like me suffering and being told there's no other options. You're just gonna have to. Excuse me, I get the hiccups. I was drinking that water. You're just gonna have to live with it. That's it. Good luck. Hope it doesn't suck anymore. Kind of what it is. But yeah, you gotta think about rent, car insurance, just food. I don't eat a ton. I try to make stuff now. I'm like being more healthy. But if, God forbid, if I wanted to go, like, because I drink a lot, and that's a big expenditure. I don't smoke anymore, so thank God I saved from that. But the electric, basic cable, my fucking phone bill. You gotta have a phone. I can't keep track of my appointments. Everything's on my email or my phone or computer. They text me and remind me. I have all my reminders. Like, phones are fucking amazing, because if I didn't have a smartphone, I wouldn't be able to do this, but I wouldn't be able to have all my notes and all my appointments, all my history, all the little notes I put in because this doctor said this or that one said that. Like, I have to be proactive about my care. I have to be an advocate for myself, because the advocates don't do anything. Because I might be using it wrong, but I've always heard it, and I've explained it before. It's bureaucracy. It's bureaucratic bullshit. So you go to an appointment. Hey, I'm here for my my back pain. Okay, you have degenerative discs. Okay, well, what the fuck are we going to do about it? Let's see. Well, I look at your MRI, and you have this and that. Well, our treatment is you can do physical therapy. So I've done physical therapy every couple years for 20 years. It feels, no, in 10 years. I've been doing I had physical therapy when I was in, because they were trying to assess the issue then. And it wasn't doing anything, because it wasn't like I had a torn ACL or a damaged muscle that needed to be reworked or healed. It's pain in the joint from inflammation, and this is just what I've gathered through the years. And doesn't look as great, but it's got all the goodness. That'd be nice. That's supposed to be good for me, right? So it's like inflammation or soreness, stiffness. It's pain. So for treating pain, use medicine. Take anti-inflammatories and muscle relaxers that don't do shit. Muscle relaxers make you feel like shit. You're drowsy. The thing is, I'm still in pain, so I've taken so many different fucking medicines. Like, I can name a bunch, and I can't remember. I have a list on my phone that's like, it's probably easily 20, 30 different medicines. That's for headaches and pain, and now depression, which, oh God, is a side effect of pain and just the fucking what's it called, quality of life that I live. And without my wife, I don't know what I'd fucking do. I'd be in a lot of debt. I'm in debt now, just trying to keep my vehicle up and running, and gas, and shit, I gotta get a fucking check for travel. And that's nice too. They give us travel money if it's an appointment. But see, I go to appointments all the time, and it's just a waste of fucking. It hurts, and it wears me out, and I get depressed. I get upset because it's just another roadblock. It's just another person saying, "Well, I can't fucking help you," or "Oh, well, that sucks, but we don't give opiates anymore, so we can't do that." And I've only been on opiates once, but guess what? I felt better. I wouldn't want to be on them for a long period of time, because I already know all the issues that they cause and all that, but I know it's an issue. Hey, bud, what are you doing? Oh, feeling better? Why don't you eat your food? Come here. I think you did eat it. Good boy. Good boy. He hasn't been wanting to eat lately, so that's why I don't know what's up. We took him to the vet. That's another thing. $200 fucking almost every time I go to the vet. It's fuck Banfield PetSmart bullshit. I'm telling you, don't fucking do it, because it's a contract, and my wife signed it up for my dog. Signed up for it for my dog Tucker. Jesus Christ. And yeah, it was like, I think it was a 2-year contract. Yeah, because in December he'll be like 2 years, a little under 2 years, because when he's a puppy. No, yeah, it'll be 2 years. Because we started when we got him. He was too young. He should have been kept with his mom a little bit longer, but he was like 4 weeks old. And you know, they learn things and pick up on things from their mother. Like, they teach them how to clean themselves and like what not to do, and like I don't know, it's that whole mother and nature. You know, nature's fucking crazy, but they definitely need to be with their mothers. I think somebody said it was like 8 weeks or more. I think about 8 weeks or 9 weeks is like the minimum. But he's a good dog. I train him, and he's just a big baby. He loves everybody. He's a little too aggressive, like with licking and wanting to jump on you and lick you and lay on you. Well, why are you licking that, huh? That's not yours. No. Look at his face. What are you doing? Now he's excited. What? What? Sit. Please, good boy. You better sit. Sit. He thought about it. See, he gets his little moods. He gets all excited. He doesn't want to do it. He's just like, but usually he'll just automatically sit and stay and lay down and all that. You're a good boy. Because I was talking like that, he gets all excited. Thinks they're gonna go play. You need a bath. You need a bath. Yeah. You need a bath. I fucking can't stand people that hate these dogs. You're an ignorant, stupid motherfucker. As bad as people are disgusting. The shit we've done as humanity, the shit people have done, and you hate an animal to the point you want to kill them, you're the problem. You're one of the sick fucks in this world that need to fucking disappear. Anybody who wants to exploit this fucking loving, caring creature for money or own personal gain, you should be shot in the fucking head. I can't fucking believe it. It's not just pit bulls. Any type of dog that they do that with, but they have a bad rep because that's what they were bred for by some people. And yeah, I know it's a fucking. There's still states and cities that don't allow them. It's insane. That dog would never hurt a child. He cares too much about a little 1.5 pound chihuahua. The rat I talked about before, or if I even keep that video, I was saying it earlier today. He licks her and is so sweet to her, and he plays with her. He lets her bite him because she's playing too. But they grew up together. But he's the same way with other dogs too. He's very gentle. He knows he's big. Sometimes he gets excited and he might like smack them a little too hard because they play with their paws. But or he might put weight on them when he shouldn't. Like, he'll jump up on a couch, try to jump around them, and he misses. But she's okay. She's as frail and delicate as that little dog is. We've never had to take her to the vet. She's never been hurt. She's never bled. She's yelped because he's gotten a little too excited. Because he can flick her. He's rolled her over with his nose. He'll go like, whoop. And she flipped over across the couch. I was like, Tucker, no. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, fuck. I really want this to be like purposeful. I want people to know, it's not just me, but the community in general. That's what I want. I want to start a community of veterans, or at least a group of us that are somewhat organized and that can express these issues to our government that's supposed to care. And all these people that think about all the people and all the money that they're paid to do and make sure these things are happening and that this doesn't take place, but they're still fucking getting paid. It's still pouring in somehow, magical. To me, it's fucking amazing. It's magical. Because you go to any VA, it's depressing as fuck. You go in, there's going to be people waiting. Most of them are older folks. They're Vietnam vets, Korea vets, the Gulf War veterans. I'm missing some. There's, gosh, even some of the old. I think the oldest. He's the oldest living World War II. Is it that? And I don't know. I'm ignorant to it too. I'm not going to research all one person did. I'm trying to get my fucking life together. But there's veterans from like forgotten times, basically. Like, you don't hear about that shit on the news. Like, hey, you still got thousands of Vietnam veterans that are still suffering, still dying from the same shit. And it's because it's the poor. It's the poor masses that get stuck in this endless loop of shitty medical care and shitty policies and politics, while the powerful and rich and successful and the decision, God, I can't fucking say it, decision makers just allow it. I don't know what it is, because there's no way just me, one random Marine, one random civilian, whatever you want to, label me as, is the only one, or is the only one being ignored or thrown to the side. It's rampant all over the fucking place, because you can sit down and talk to any veteran in there and like, I've been dealing with this for 20 years. I've been dealing with this for 10 years. Some guys, they're on their deathbeds. They're fucking 80, 90 plus, if they make it to that. And that's a miracle in itself. You're living that long, but these guys have been suffering for years, and a lot of them don't make it. That's why they're still, I think the last report I saw is they need to raise the number to 23 a day is like the average, I think, for veteran suicides. And I've thought about it. I don't want to do it. Like, it's not like I'm saying, I'm gonna do it right now. No, but I've thought about it. I've contemplated it. I've thought out what I would do, how I would do it, and why. And there's still reasons why I won't do it, because I'm not homeless yet. I'm not starving yet. I'm not living in my truck or living in a tent or sleeping in a sleeping bag on a bench and then kicked off the bench because you can't be homeless because it's illegal to be homeless. That type of shit. Some places have, you're trespassing, or it's private property. It's a park, so it's the state property. You can't be on it. Like, that shit, that's fucked up. It's crazy. We're bitching about the border, and like, I'm not trying to be political. There's a lot of shit wrong here right now. Opioid epidemic. So let's stop giving everybody opioids. Okay, but the motherfuckers are killing themselves and they're still getting high. They're still finding shit to use. It's not going to fix it. You need to fix the medical system. The medical care that people get is fucking crazy. Fuck. I gotta get ready. I'm supposed to grill hamburgers and hot dogs. Even I don't want to fucking do that. I just want to order something and eat it and relax. I don't want to fucking get up and it's gonna get hot and hurts. It hurts standing at the grill. Gotta bend over and turn it on. Like, there's a lot of shit that goes through my head just through simple tasks. Like getting up and getting ready in the morning. I gotta sit down. I'm in tears because it hurts a lot. It hurts no matter what. It hurts. So me getting up, getting a shower, it fucking hurts. It hurts to move, to scrub myself. If I go to the bathroom, it hurts to wipe. It's fucking gross to say, but let's be real. Like, it hurts to take care of myself. I can do it, though. I can do it. I'm not denying that. But how much longer is it going to be that I can do that? I'm in my 30s. I'm fucking scared to death of what my 40s are going to be like. That's why I think I'll be dead before that or during that time. We're 50s. Jesus Christ. 20 years. I'm actually losing weight right now, but that's because I changed my diet, and I constantly remind myself, like, you can grab that burger. It's easier than going home and making soup. I haven't gotten fast food in about a month. I might be lying. It might be like 2 weeks. I haven't, because I'd always get Cookout. It's fucking amazing. I'm not a Chick-fil-A person because it's always busy, and I don't hate people, but I hate crowds. I hate groups of people, and I know that's the stigma. Oh, veterans are all scared of people and groups, and they're gonna shoot you, and they're gonna lose their mind. No, just I gotta start another video and do this. Like, I've just rambled. I haven't even explained my whole purpose, I don't think. Like, my head fucking hurts just doing this. I feel like it's getting worse that I've been on this phone and talking and keep looking at it. Because I look at Reddit and stuff, and I put it on the night mode. It actually helps. So if you've got like migraines, you get that eye strain, your head hurts and your eyes hurt. Put shit on a dark theme, like the night theme. It's awesome. I saw it was like a meme. Somebody said like if you're not using this, then it was something silly. It was like you're a noob or it was something. It made sense. It was funny, and I was like, oh really? You know, it was on Reddit. It was like if you're using that type of theme, you may as well. It was something. It was like insulting. So I flipped it. And I was like, okay, and I just noticed that yeah, it does. It's easier on your eyes. It's easier, at least for me, because a bright white. Like I have my brightness on my phone turned like really really low because I don't need it full brightness. That shit it kills me. Like I say kills me, but it just really hurts. I just had to take a break, kind of. You know, like they would always tell us when you're little, you're like, don't sit too close to the TV, or, you know, don't just stare at a screen for multiple hours. You have to look away and let your eyes like relax and focus outwards or something distant. But I haven't heard that in so long. It's crazy. I mean, you think how many people? It's all we do. I'm doing it right now. I'm looking at a fucking screen. I keep looking away, but that's just out of habit, I guess. Or I don't want to look at myself talk. I'm trying to look in the camera, which is weird. I don't know. I'd rather. It's easier to look at yourself than a camera. Right? I don't know. On a phone, at least. I could flip it. I should do that. It might be easier. Oh, man. I'm going to do another one and say what I'm attempting. Because that's why I started recording, because I want to like make a video saying what I'm looking to do and yeah, I'm gonna do that.